Well, hi there. Warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Exclusive with me, Meghna Dekar. Well, here's a very interesting story which is coming in from the Supreme Court. The Apex Court today had refused to entertain a plea seeking a stay on the release of the movie The Kerela Story. This on the claims of it being propaganda. Well, the court has said that the movie has already been cleared by the censor board and that the petitioner should instead challenge the film certification before an appropriate authority. It has also said that the plea to stay the release of the movie cannot be clubbed with the other instances of alleged hate speech that the Supreme Court is now hearing petitions regarding. Well, this plea against the film had claimed that the movie was the worst kind of hate speech and is complete audio-visual propaganda. In fact, the story is a Hindi movie which is made on the theme of religious conversion. It talks about the ISIS brides in it. The film is based on 21 people who went missing in 2016 and reportedly joined the Islamic State. Well, the trailer of the movie claims that many women from Kerala were forcibly converted and allegedly recruited into the ISIS. Well, Kerala Chief Minister Mithun Vijay meanwhile has hit out at the makers of the film, alleging that they were pushing the propaganda of the Sangh Parivar to project Kerala as a center of religious extremism. Well, the Chief Minister had said that love jihad was being used in the film only to defame a certain community and that the Sangh was trying to disturb communal harmony in the state.
ഇത് കേരളത്തെ അങ്ങേയറ്റം അവമാനിക്കുന്നതിന് കേരളത്തിൽ ഇന്നുള്ള സൗഹാർദ്ദപരമായ അന്തരീക്ഷത്തെ തകർക്കുക എന്ന ലക്ഷ്യത്തോടെ സംഘപരിവാറിന് വേണ്ടി തയ്യാറാക്കിയ ഒരു സിനിമയായിട്ടാണ് കാണുന്നത്.
Well, this comes even as the ecosystem as well as the crusaders of free speech had objected to the film, such as, remember, Kashmir Files being labelled as vulgar propaganda. Then there was a call for the release of film Adi Purush amidst a controversy over Ravan's look, calling it artistic expression. They even backed the release of BBC documentary despite the government ban on it. Well, today, their hypocrisy stands exposed once again. Not just the left government in Kerala, the Congress has also urged the centre to not give screening permission for the film, alleging that it painted the Muslim community in bad light. Listen in.
इसमें जो आंकड़े दिखाए जा रहे हैं वो सरासर गलत है। या तो फिल्म झूठी है या भारत सरकार झूठी है और इसमें हम किसका विश्वास करें। केरला के बहुत से लोग कह रहे हैं कि भाई आप इसको जो केस स्टडी अगर आप दिखा रहे हैं, कुछ दिखा रहे हैं, उनके नाम, उनकी हकीकत, उनकी असलियत दिखाइए और अगर ऐसे इंसिडेंट हुए हैं तो उसको दिखाइए कि उस तरीके से कुछ इंसिडेंट हुए हैं और इस तरीके का झूठ जिससे सांप्रदायिक तनाव बने। मेरे हिसाब से जो उनकी डिमांड है कि फिल्म बैन होनी चाहिए वो उचित है।
Meanwhile, the Jamaat-e-Ulema has also moved the Supreme Court opposing the film's release, saying that it gives an impression that ordinary Muslim youth are also involved in radicalizing non-Muslims. However, the activists and the BJP now claim that forced conversion is a reality which no one can deny and that people must be made aware of the truth, as they call it.
Forced conversions are a documented reality that nobody can deny. What happened to Nimisha, Fatima, Sonia, Sebastian, Rafael, Mariam are all part of documented history and collective consciousness. So when somebody raises that, it cannot be branded as a part of hate speech. Yes, the numbers 32,000 can be debated, but the Honorable Supreme Court rightly pointed out these cannot be hate speeches and these are films that need to be debated and discussed as per me.
देखिए, केरला स्टोरी के अंदर जो बताया गया बताई गई जिस प्रकार से केरल के अंदर लोगों के जो मौलिक अधिकार हैं उनका दमन किया जा रहा है, धर्म परिवर्तन किया जा रहा है, उनको मारा जा रहा है, बहन बेटियों की इज्जत लूटी जा रही है। अगर एक मूवी के द्वारा लोगों को जागृत किया जाता कोई बुराई नहीं है और जागृत होना भी चाहिए।
Well, let's go across to our panelists. Joining us today on the show, Rahul Ishwar, an activist. Mithun Vijay Kumar is joining us, a political analyst. Atikur Rahman, an Islamic scholar, as well as Anirban Banerjee, a political analyst. I'm going to come to you, Mr. Atikur Rahman, because you had joined us here on Times Now during our debates. And you've always vociferously talked about freedom of speech and expression, even at the time of the BBC films, which was banned by the centre. But despite that, you and several others had said this is freedom of speech which is being curtailed. This is our reality of truth. Let that be shown. Today, will you take a similar stand on the Kerala story as well, that this is free speech and freedom of expression?
It's been just 2 points. At that time also I was correct and this time also I am correct. Why? I'll tell you.
You
We are
contradict
not
yourself.
We are not demanding a ban on the film. We are demanding a ban on fake news. Today, the central government is proposing a legislation to check fake news, which has been challenged in the Bombay High Court. Kunal Kamra has gone it, and that has been admitted. If today, suppose that legal aspect would have been seen at the day of the light of the day, we would have been a FACU commissioner today. This FACU commissioner would have arrested the director of this film for fake news. I am demanding that where is the public order in this? Is this film not evoking responses of the two communities? You are pitching, the director, the film is pitching two communities against one another.
Atikur Rahman, have you seen the film? Have you seen the film, Atikur Rahman?
No, I have not seen.
It's not released yet.
Yeah, it's not released. I haven't
How do
seen.
you know what
Only
the film is
trailer we are
projecting?
talking about.
I was wondering because you said the film projects this and the film projects that. None of us have seen the film. How did you know?
Portrayed in a very, very negative term. This will be evoking negative responses of the two communities.
But you haven't seen the
What
film.
exactly?
Atik sir, can I point
Yes, Rahul Ishwar is also joining us. Rahul
sir,
Ishwar, he
Atik sir,
hasn't seen the
please.
film, but he's very certain that it is going to be driving a wedge between communities based on what, a 30-second trailer, I guess.
Yeah, Atik sir, two submissions. One, this depicts the real life story of Nimisha Fatima, Sonia Sebastian, Rafael, Mariam, and many people like that. So let us not close our eyes towards the reality of forced conversion. Yes, you can definitely debate 32,000. Right now, today, the makers have made it more clear that it is not 32,000, but more of the three cases that they are pointing out. So let us not close our eyes towards the fact of forced conversions. Even Mahatma Gandhi's son Harilal was forcefully converted into Harilal Abdullah Gandhi and he came back. This is a strand of Islamist thought that is bent upon forced conversion. We should join together and fight such instances. At the same point of time, you can definitely say 32,000 is an astronomically high number. You can debate on numbers. You can debate on the extent, but you cannot deny the existence. That's the only submission. You can debate on the extent, but you cannot deny the existence of the ground reality of forced conversions. Yes, I concede that we shouldn't call it jihad because jihad is a holy word for you like crusade and dharma youth. Let us call it forced conversion because that's a more legal word. That's the reason why people like us have been arguing for an anti-forced conversion law. Let us have an anti-forced conversion law.
Okay.
The movie raises important points. Let us not ban the movie. Let us debate the movie. Is that not the right position?
Anirban Banerjee, you've also been a free speech crusader. Will you accept what Rahul Ishwar is saying? You can debate the movie, question the facts of the movie, question the number of ISIS brides as they are being called, but why call for a ban?
First of all, free speech, I will always protect the right to free speech, but that does not mean that it doesn't come with any riders. Recklessness recklessness when you are trying to present it as free speech.
But Anirban Banerjee, who decides? The Supreme Court today said we are not going to club it with hate speech. The censor board has given a certification. One would imagine that's enough.
That is fine. What the Supreme Court has given their directive, we have to accept it. That is fine. But on the political ground of it, when we have seen there's an environment of targeting specific communities, we have seen that opposition ruled states have been serially targeted by Sangh Parivar and the BJP and the ecosystem.
But these are not politicians.
Revolves around it. These are part of the ecosystem who revolve around the Sangh Parivar. And they have serially targeted opposition ruled states, whether it's West Bengal or whether it's Kerala. See, the CPIM-led Kerala government, politically I am against them, against the CPIM. But that does not mean that the BJP is not targeting the Kerala government, the state of Kerala.
This is a filmmaker we are talking about. BJP did not make this film. Are we confusing the two?
That is the reason I said, that is the reason I mentioned the term ecosystem. It doesn't have to be a specific BJP or RSS leader. There is an ecosystem that revolves around the
Censor board found it to be okay to certify it. Censor board has certified it. Supreme Court doesn't want to accept it, but you have a problem, and because of that, it should be banned.
The censor board even passed the Kashmir files. That is not a problem, but that does not mean that Kashmir
You still
files
had
is
a
not
problem with that.
Film. It's of course a propaganda film. When it's a propaganda film, we need to call it out as such.
In fact, that's interesting. Mithun Vijay Kumar. The people like Anirban Banerjee, Atikur Rahman, they were told that they are part of the ecosystem. Today they are saying that it is ecosystem. It seems like it's my reality versus your reality, but neither wants to accept artistic licenses to be given under freedom of speech.
Exactly. The same people who speak for creative freedom are today coming out for asking for a ban on this particular movie. And I don't know how they can simply watch a trailer and conclude that this has, clearly mentioned about 32,000 girls from Kerala joining ISIS. Because when I watched that trailer, I saw that the girl says, I am from Kerala, I joined ISIS. Many other girls like me are here, almost 32,000, the number that she mentions. And she nowhere says that these are from Kerala. Now, if you have to speak about the real issue of love jihad, it is not this particular ecosystem that was spreading that message of love jihad. It was first mentioned by a politician, a senior politician like, Sri Achyutananthan, communist leader Sri Achyutananthan. He said that in the next 20 years, Kerala will become a Islamic state. So these are statements that communist leaders have made from time to time.
And I think that has been the biggest problem. Politics getting into something which is essentially freedom of expression, because now the divide is very out in the open. Thank you so much, however, gentlemen. We are running out of time. Without a short break.